Hey everyone, it's Josh, and I have a huge announcement today with regard to my next move regarding the ongoing saga between me and Haverkamp Properties of Ames, Iowa. Now, how long have I had this channel? For the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, I've been coming on here and I've been making a lot of accusations against Haverkamp Properties and how they've treated me as a tenant. And specifically, I've made a ton of what many people would call outrageous accusations against the assistant manager of Haverkamp Properties, Mrs. Brooke Farmer. Let's think about some of the stuff I've accused her of. I've accused her of harassing me. I've accused her of playing favorites with the neighbors upstairs. I have accused her of stalking me. I have accused her of legally violating my rights as a tenant. I have accused her of targeting me. I have accused her of enforcing rules against me in a way that she does not do to anybody else. And I have accused her of having a bias against me possibly because of my former life as a homeless man before I moved in here. Those are pretty strong accusations, especially given that they could have legal ramifications. So, I got to thinking, I can't just run around making these accusations and not be willing to back up the things I say. Now, of course, I have the receipts to prove what I'm saying, but I'm not going to show them on YouTube because I'm saving them for a future court date when I get a future lawyer and all that, as far as litigation goes. But I need to be able to prove myself somehow. I mean, some of you out there might be skeptical, right? Maybe I'm blowing the situation out of proportion. Maybe I'm just flat out lying. So, I need to be willing to prove that the things I've been saying about Brooke Farmer and Haverkamp Properties and the way they've acted towards me over the last year, I need to be willing to prove and verify that those things are actually true. Here, thus, comes my announcement, and here it is. I don't have an exact date for this yet because it's going to take me a minute to hustle up the money for this. But at some point within the next month and a half, I will be submitting myself to a polygraph test. And I will be doing this for the sole purpose of proving that the claims I've made against Haverkamp Properties and against Brooks Farmers specifically are true. Not only will I be submitting myself to this polygraph test, but I will make sure that the person I choose to take the polygraph test to administer the test to me questions me about every single claim I'm making about Haverkamp Properties. Everything I've said on YouTube, everything I've said off of YouTube, doesn't matter. And everything I've said with regards to landlord harassment and targeting, I'm going to make sure that the detective or whoever ends up conducting the polygraph test questions me about it all. There's more. There's more. Once the test is done, I will be posting the results of the polygraph test on YouTube for the whole world to see. And I will be submitting it to the court whenever I actually get around to suing Haverkamp Properties. Now, there's a rumor out there that lie detector tests are not admissible in court because they're not always 100% accurate. This isn't true. It's true that lie detector tests aren't admissible in court in the sense that a person can't be put away, convicted of something, based on polygraph testimony alone. But a person can submit a polygraph test that he took himself to the court as evidence on his own behalf. So in court, I cannot order that anybody from Haverkamp take a polygraph test. A judge cannot order that. But I can take a test myself and submit it as evidence to the court on my own behalf. And so I will be doing that too whenever there's a court case that comes around. Whenever I get a lawyer, and so on and so forth. But that's my announcement. I'm sorry I seem a little off. I have been a little sick the last few days. Don't really know exactly what's come over me. But I'm not feeling that great. Actually, last night was the first night I had a full night's sleep in like 4 nights. I've just had a rough week, I guess, physically. I seem to be bouncing back now, but either way, that's why I'm not making as much content. But that's my announcement. At some point in the next month and a half, by early October at the latest, I'm going to be submitting myself to a polygraph test for the purpose of showing that every claim I'm making against Brooke Farmer and Haverkamp Properties is true. Now, the person I choose to take to administer the polygraph test, it can't be somebody from Ames, because it can't be somebody that either me or Haverkamp is connected to. I'm probably going to choose somebody who lives at least an hour away from here, like somebody in like Mason City or even like Omaha or heck, even Chicago. Someplace a good 2 hours away, maybe 3 hours away, so that nobody can accuse me of just like having a friend conduct the test or something, right? These tests cost money. They're between $200 and $500. So I can't take one this week, unfortunately. I'm not a rich person, and it's going to take me a minute to come up with the money to take the test. But at some point in the next month and a half, I will be submitting myself to a polygraph test to prove that the claims I'm making against Haverkamp, Brooke Farmer, and Haverkamp Properties are indeed true. That's all.